Okay, today we've just got an announcement about Moses Itauma. Now, this is an interesting one, right? So Moses Itauma, we know, is returning to the ring in December in Manchester, December the 13th to be exact. And on the undercard will be Derek Chisora. Not going to be the opponent, just thought I'd chuck that in there. But we have been speculating on who the opponent for Itauma is going to be. Some are saying it could be Huey Fury because he released some picture, or maybe not him, but someone released a picture of him saying a big fight signed for December, okay, against whom we don't know. Then we see Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter is going to be coming back in December in a big fight. So you're speculating and you're thinking, well, both of them guys, I don't want to say, Hunter probably be a step up from this version of Dylan White. I don't know about Huey Fury, but you're thinking it's between those two guys. And then today we get the announcement that the WBA have ordered Moses Itauma to face Kubrat Pulev for the regular version of their title. I believe they have until November the 14th to come to some sort of an arrangement, or else it goes to purse bids. Now, this is an interesting one because apparently, so we were meant to get Michael Hunter versus Jarrell Big Farmer Miller, not on the Canelo Crawford undercard. I think it was going to be on the Thursday, so after the press conference. So that was going to be a cracking fight, I would have thought. But that got binned because Michael Hunter obviously signed with Don King. I mean, who in their right mind does that in general, but much less nowadays. And he put the kibosh on that. Apparently October 4th, which has been and gone, was going to be a date where Pulev defended his title against Michael Hunter. That didn't happen. So now it means that Michael Hunter is again in limbo, as he's been for the last couple of years, and Kubrat Pulev is doing what God only knows what. I mean, his last fight, I think, was against Manuel Char, which was awful. That was an awful fight. So now WBA, in their infinite wisdom, have ordered Itauma to face Pulev for the vacant title, and I can see Frank Warren jumping on that one. I'll tell you why. Pulev, he's got to be in his mid-40s now. Easily in his mid-40s. He's only ever lost 3 times. He's lost to Chisora on points and was stopped by AJ and Vladimir Klitschko. That was a real good performance by Vladimir Klitschko all those years ago. It was probably the last decent performance of his career in terms of victory. Anyway, so he's only been stopped by those guys. He takes a reasonably good shot. I mean, the shots that did drop him against Klitschko and against Joshua were really good shots. So he takes a fairly decent shot. Him against the Itauma will be an interesting one. Frank Warren would obviously sell it as being for the world title. Moses Itauma getting his world title shot. But for those of us who know better, we know that the WBA regular title, it's not even, it's just, I don't even know what it is. It's just, it shouldn't be there. I thought they were doing away with them. And I think they did away with pretty much all the regular belts into the other divisions, except for heavyweight. To put it in context, right, Daniel Dubois is a former IBF heavyweight champion, right? And no one can take that away from him, 100%. But Daniel Dubois in 2022, I think it was when he fought Trevor Bryan. I think it was 22. And he won the WBA regular title. Now, Dubois defended that at least once, if I recall correctly. I think that was the Kevin Lorena fight. But in recent statements that Dubois has made about his comeback, he spoke about wanting to become a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. So even Dubois, who held it for about a year, doesn't even recognize it himself as being legit. It's not legit. It's just a glorified, it's like a cricket title. It's a bit like the IBO. It'd be like the IBO basically saying, oh, it's a world title fight because the IBO belt is on the line. No one cared. No one recognizes that. That's what it's a bit like. So Frank Warren would sell the you-know-what out of it in terms of, oh, it's a world title fight. It's all this and all this and all this, bells and whistles that he'll go with it. But for those of us who know better, we know it's not. However, Pulev as an opponent, I look at Michael Hunter and I think, okay, maybe that would be an interesting fight, but Hunter, I mean, what much does he have left in the tank? Huey Fury looks shot to bits, so I wouldn't be saying Huey Fury at all. I'd be saying just definitely not that. Pulev, although he's certainly past his prime, he's an awkward operator. He takes a decent shot. As I said, he's only been stopped by really, really big punchers. I think Itauma is one of them as well. Big puncher anyway. He's awkward. He's a vet. He's a very, very good jab. He's got a good game. He's got a good clinch game. That's not really something you want to brag about, but he is, when it gets up close, he is very good at shutting the opponent down through clinches as well. So I look at Pulev and I just think, right, I wouldn't give you a prayer of beating Itauma. Certainly not at this stage. Maybe not even ever. Maybe not even in his prime. But he'll definitely, if nothing else, bring him some rounds and at least make Itauma at least ask Itauma some questions. So for me, I'm looking at this thinking, right, well, if I'm Frank Warren, I'm jumping on that. Because again, you can sell it. I mean, it'd be quite cynical to do it, but you will do it. You can sell it as a world title fight. You've got Chisora on the undercard in Manchester, Itauma. You could then say, well, look, he's not broke Mike Tyson's record, but he has broke Herbie Hyde's record as the youngest British world heavyweight champion, because I believe Herbie Hyde was, 22 years old, 21, 22? So at the very least, he can break that record. He can sell it as that. But again, it's not a legit world title. But that is what that is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Moses Itauma, Kubrat Pulev ordered. Doesn't mean we're going to get it. It's just been ordered. As I said, we could get an announcement tomorrow that Itauma is fighting Michael Hunter. And, that order of Pulev versus Itauma, it either gets pushed back or it goes, or, you know how this thing goes. But I do find it interesting that they've announced it now. We are roughly 2 months away. We're actually less than 2 months away from December the 13th, and we have no opponent as of yet lined up. So it's interesting. It's interesting if nothing else. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, people, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could, smash the like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. People, I will leave it there. Until next time. Peace.